Okay, so like, you'll never guess what just happened. I was inside work. I had to get a band-aid for my finger. And anyway, the sleep study place called me. And they said that I have to come in and get a sleep study material to take home, which is really weird because I could have sworn the doctor said that he wanted an in-house study, like at the laboratory or what have you. So I'm really happy that I can do it at home. Like I said, like I saw some YouTube videos about how to use the equipment at home, and I was wondering if they were going to do that to me, but then the doctor said otherwise. But I can't complain. I mean, that would be really helpful. That'd be a really good idea and much better for me to do it at home. My only concern is, my only concern would be, like, what do I do if I have to use the restroom? Like, do I have to take it off, or like, how does that work, you know? But, like, I feel so much better about that. I just can't believe they called me at 8 o'clock at night. It came from this weird area code. Is the area code I live in, but my phone isn't that area code because I used to live in the opposite direction. But anyway, it's, I don't know. I just feel a lot better now knowing that I have to go and pick up this gear that I'm supposed to use at home. I will make a video about it and show you guys and whatever. I feel better, much better. I have to go next Friday, in a week and a day, and get the equipment, and also I have an appointment of how to use it. He would show me how to use it, and what was I going to say about that? I had to go at 6:30 at night. Like, that was like the only time they were open, and I don't work Fridays, so it was better for me to go then. Obviously, I work Tuesdays and Thursdays, and those were the other days that I could go and do it. So, whatever. I'm just feeling much better about all of that crap. I can't believe that just happened. I ignored the phone call because I thought, who's calling me at 8 o'clock at night? That's weird, you know? Like, I don't give my phone number out to anybody, and I have a service where I can, it transcribes my voicemail for me, so I don't have to dial that stupid number every time and deal with that, and it works pretty well. I prefer that rather than having to contact. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know that it's all going to work out. Okay, you'll never believe this, but I'm obviously in work right now. But I received a phone call just like a few minutes ago from the sleep study lab, and I made an appointment on next Friday, which is my father's birthday, but oh well. And I have to go in and receive so yeah, I wonder what's going on with that. With the whole thing. Like, things are just so crazy. And yeah, see, like, I cut my finger, but like, it's hard to explain because like I cut it inside of the nail, so hi. So I've kind of been dying to get out here and make a video. So I have a few things to say. Okay, so the first thing that comes to my mind, and I can't really get this off of my mind, is the fact that at around 6 o'clock there was a customer who came in, and I alone in the deli, you gotta imagine. So in my book, I'm vulnerable, and so I watch way too many of those true crime podcast, and I Shouldn't Be Alive, and what's the other one that's I Survived and all this. But anyway, I was just putting some meat away or doing something stupid, and this customer comes. He already had gone past the deli once, and he comes back and he's got his phone. And I didn't put two and two together until after the fact, but anyway, he has his phone out, and to the left of me is a white wall, and he asked if he can come back into the deli and take a photo for his driver's license because there's a white wall. And at first I didn't really hear him, and I didn't really understand what he was saying and whatnot. So I asked him to repeat what he said, and he repeated it, and I thought for a minute, I thought, well, why would he want to come back here? I thought, no, I'm not going to allow that to happen. So I said in my head, well, I said out loud to him, okay, I'll call the manager. And as soon as I said that, he walked off and said, no, it's okay. So in my book, obviously something is going on, and I'm not sure what it was, and I'm kind of concerned. It's going to bother me all night. I know it is. My stomach is off, and it has been ever since this incident occurred. And I, it's so funny. Well, not haha funny, but weird. Because I was listening to creepy stories last night. I always do before I go to bed. And one of them was a man who was on the deep web, and he said that his ploy was to get parents to give up their kids to have them in a photo shoot. And he would keep the children for a long time and torture them. I don't know. Can you see that? I don't know. But anyway, and he would sell the videos of them on the internet, human trafficking. So I was thinking, later on, that there are knives and other dangerous objects behind the deli that he could have used. I mean, God only knows what his intentions were. Obviously, they weren't good, because he wanted something to do with me. And it happened so quickly in the blink of an eye that I wasn't too aware of the surroundings, but I did realize he had his phone, and it looked like maybe he was recording or taking photos of me, which, why would he want to do that? I'm not that attractive, number one. Number two, I'm just a random girl off the street. Why would he want to take video evidence or whatever of me? So what was the point of that, I don't get it, and I'm probably thinking way too much into it, but I don't know. I'm obviously bothered by the whole thing. And, our white wall isn't the only white wall in the world. He could have gone to the drugstore or something and done it. I mean, to me, it just doesn't make any sense, And I'm really going to be thinking about that for a while. It's like my PTSD. And that's another thing that I've been thinking about all day. And another thing is the fact that the health insurance called me. They called me right before I started my shift, but I ignored the phone call because I didn't recognize the number. So they left me a message, and I listened to it, and they accepted the pre-authorization. So that took 2.5, well, not 2.5, but 2 weeks and 1 day. And now I'm assuming the doctor's office is going to call me tomorrow or next week and schedule an appointment for that. So that, I'm not happy about it in a way, but I kind of just want to get it done and over with, if that makes any sense. I don't know. That's been going to be on my mind, and I just don't have any idea of what that guy wanted. Like I said, it happened in the blink of an eye, and I wonder, I don't know. I wonder if I had said yes, what would have happened? And if I remember right, He was about my height, and he had long brown hair and a beard or a mustache, and like a flannel shirt that was red and yellow, if I remember correctly. I don't know. I feel like maybe I should tell somebody so it doesn't happen to anyone else, but are people going to take me seriously? I mean, what can the cops do? You know, he didn't do anything to me. I mean, he could have, but, you know, he didn't, obviously, and I don't know. I don't know. It's troubling, and it makes me sick to my stomach. I'm not that gullible, I guess, but I'm glad that I thought and didn't just say, oh yeah, come on, come back here. So, if you know anything about that, or if you've had an experience like that or something, leave a comment about it. You know, I don't know what to do or think, or look at, I cut my finger, or, you know, what to make of this whole thing. You know, and, oh, okay, so going back to this morning and the appointment that I had. Well, that was the only time that I was going to see that guy, right? And I don't know if he's a psychiatrist or a psychologist or a therapist or what the heck he was. But he just did my intake, which was good. And it's going to be weeks before I hear back from them because they are booked, he said. So I have to watch my phone for that. I'm sure they'll leave me a message. But, you know. And what else? Those are the things that come to my mind right off the bat. I'm really tired right now. I still can't believe I got up at 7 a.m. and didn't have to, but whatever. I am grateful that they allowed me to do the appointment via video chat because I wasn't all that afraid of the whole thing when it happened. I was just glad to get it done and over with. But another thing is eye contact. I couldn't really look the guy in the eyes or even look at the screen. I kept moving my fingers over here, away from the screen so he wouldn't realize it. And, trying to distract myself. So that went well, but in a way, like I said, I'm kind of thinking I'm back to square one because I years ago I had said that was a diagnosis, but the therapist I was seeing said there's a slight chance that I had something like that. And at that time in my life, my ex and I hadn't been together. I think I just met him and we were going to go out. And then he said that, she said that she couldn't do anything else for me. So I was like, okay. And that's when I started with that. But I don't know. I mean, there's just a lot to think about. There's so much on my mind. So much nonsense. And I don't know. I just wonder what that guy's intentions were. And I wonder if he's going to try to pull that nonsense with someone else. And, if they're going to say yes, and he's going to come back and threaten them with a knife or do whatever he wanted to do to me that he didn't get the chance to. It's very disturbing. And I really kind of hate to think that someone else is going to be a victim. But, you can't protect everybody. But, I don't know. I mean, that was just really odd. And like I said, it happened so fast, so quick, that I'm not sure if he looked exactly like that. And I honestly wasn't really paying that closely attention to him either. Because he was just another customer as far as I knew, And people think I'm paranoid or something, but honestly, you know what I mean? Like, I was half tempted to ask somebody I worked with, preferably a man, to come out here with me and sit, but obviously I didn't. But, just because you don't know what the heck is going on here. It's just odd. And like I said, I'm probably reading way too much into it, but I don't know. I mean, it is what it is, I guess. But yeah, it was a long day. I woke up at 7 and I was like so not happy when the cab didn't show up. But at least I got a second chance with that. I don't know. But that's done. And in a way, I feel kind of better that that's out of the way. But yet, I got this other appointment coming up. So, you just can't win. And it's like one thing after another. And I don't know. It's never ending. Hey, so I just wanted to make a quick video update. So my cab never arrived. Unfortunately, I was supposed to be at the appointment 15 minutes early to fill out paperwork, but the cab called me and said that they weren't able to come till 8:45. So, okay. So 10 minutes to 9, they still hadn't showed up. So I called them and I asked if they wanted me to cancel, and they said that they could do a video chat, whatever. So I had a video program, and I don't know what the man was, like whether he was a psychiatrist or what, but I kind of feel like I'm at square one again, because like we figured out that I have PSTD, which doesn't really surprise me. I kind of figured that before, but and that was the first and only time I would meet with him for intake. And then I'm moving on to a woman who I used to go to at that place. So again, I feel like I'm in square one. I really haven't figured out any other thing than PTSD. I don't know. It's frustrating, but I went to the appointment and I was totally honest and I gave it my all, and I don't know. But I'm exhausted. I got a decent night's sleep, but I had to take Sequel, and I don't know. There's my cat. Hi, Bug. What's up? I call him Bug. His real name is Opie, but anyway, I don't know. I'm kind of beside myself about that. I got up at 7 o'clock in the morning for nothing, and I don't know. What can you do?